I think as you saw yesterday, the militaries of the United States and United Kingdom, with support from Australia, Bahrain, Canada, and the Netherlands, all conducted an additional round of strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. These self-defense strikes targeted missile systems and launchers, unmanned aerial and surface vessels, storage facilities, fighter aircraft, helicopters, and attack boats, all with the goal of further degrading the Houthis' ability to conduct further attacks on ships in the Red Sea. Initial reports from the Pentagon indicate that all the targets were hit and that they will help further degrade Houthi offensive capabilities. That said, the Pentagon is still conducting a battle damage assessment, so I'd refer you to them for any additional detail. I just want to remind that the United States is acting as part of a coalition of countries committed to the defense of our ships and our sailors, to upholding the freedom of navigation in a major international waterway, and of course to holding the Houthis accountable. And as the President has made clear, we will not hesitate to take further action as appropriate.
Thanks, John. On the strikes yesterday, can you walk us through a little bit of when the President approved those strikes? Was there a new convening of the National Security Team before that operation, or was that sort of the green lit a couple weeks ago when these strikes
these additional strikes yesterday required additional conversations and discussions across the National Security Team, and the President made the decision to authorize this particular round of strikes very recently.
And with that National Security Team, did that include Secretary Austin? When was the last time the President spoke with the Secretary?
Those discussions did include Secretary Austin. I don't have the exact time on the calendar when those discussions happened, but he was involved and engaged in all those discussions, yeah.
And then on a different topic, there's a report that the Israelis have presented a new ceasefire, a temporary ceasefire for a hostage deal, about a 2-month pause to release all the hostages and the buys of civilians and soldiers. Can you confirm that? Is the U.S. engaged, as Brett's in the region right now, is he trying to actively sort of drum up support for that framework of a deal?
Yeah, I'm not able to confirm those specific reports that you're talking about in the press. Brett is in the region. He was in Cairo today, as a matter of fact, and he'll have other stops along the way. Certainly one of the things he's in the region talking about is the potential for another hostage deal, which would require a humanitarian pause of some length to get that done, and that's definitely on the agenda. He'll also be talking about a range of other issues, including humanitarian assistance, including getting assessment of Israeli Defense Force operations and the protection of civilian life. I mean, there's a lot on his agenda, but I can't confirm these reports that those are the parameters of a deal that's being discussed. The last thing I'll leave you with is that, as I've said before, the discussions are sober and serious. Again, I don't want to get ahead of where we are or give you, I can't give you odds on if and when we'll be able to get there, but the conversations are very sober and serious about trying to get another hostage deal in place.
Can you characterize, just where the holdup is? I mean, this seems to be a far more significant offer on the part of the Israelis than we've seen from them through the public messaging. Is Hamas the real holdup here?
I don't know that. It's time now to be talking about holdups. I mean, these are ongoing discussions. I wouldn't even classify them as negotiations quite at this point, but ongoing discussions with counterparts about what's in the realm of the possible here to get these hostages out, and how long would that last, the pause itself, and what would that mean for humanitarian aid. There's a lot of components here, and so I wouldn't describe it as us running up against some kind of obstacle here or a stop or a hard spot. We're just having these active conversations, and hopefully they'll bear fruit.